Yes, running will raise your vibration and it will accelerate your spiritual growth. On this spiritual journey, we need a foundation that we can take off from. We need a good solid base, a good solid layer that we can fly up our consciousness from. It's like an airplane on the ground. To be able to take off, right, you need to be on the ground first. You need to be grounded, and the ground needs to be solid. It's harder to take off from water or dirt or mud. You need to be on solid ground. To build this foundation, when you're building a home, you have the foundation. The physical body is your foundation that you build the spiritual realms and your spiritual growth on. The spiritual growth is the actual frame of the house. And the foundation, the concrete underneath, is the physical body. Because you need this physical vessel. We need this physical vessel to be able to experience these spiritual things and accelerate our growth as spiritual beings. And so we need to take care of our body, our vessel, that we were gifted. It's a blessing that we've been able to come into these physical material bodies as these expansive and infinite souls that we are. We've been blessed to be able to bring ourselves down, squish ourselves down into these vessels, into these bodies. So we need to take care of it. We need to take care of them. And so when you start running, you start to take care of your body even more than you might have already been. Running, it circulates your life force energy. It regulates energy within the body, your life force energy, or the universal life energy that we have within us. That's given to us by the source that flows through us, flows through everywhere. This energy is everywhere. I've said it once and I'll say it again. This energy, everything is energy. And it's all around us. It's flowing through everything. If you could see this stuff, it would be like a dense fog. You wouldn't be able to see much else because there's so much energy flowing everywhere. It's all around you. And so when we are running, when we go for a run, when we go for a jog, this life force energy, it starts to circulate within us. It starts to flow around. When we move, when we run, when we move our body, when we move our limbs, this life force energy, it wakes up. It's like, oh, I've got places to go now. I got places to be within the body. Think if you were just sitting on the couch all day or working at your desk. The life force energy is just kind of like, it's stuck, it's still, it's kind of like sleeping, right? It doesn't have anywhere to go or anywhere to flow. And so this is why people who work desk jobs or have sedentary lifestyles have problems, they have issues, they have difficulties because the life force is stuck, it's stagnant. And so when you start exercising, when you start going for runs, the life force, it wakes up. It's like, bam, I have places to be in the body. I've got to go to the heart, got to go to the legs, got to go to the arms, the lungs, right? The life force within you wakes up. Then it starts flowing through the chakras more. Your chakras get these hits of life force energy. And when you're activating your chakras through running, this pillar of light gets activated within you as the chakras get activated as well, which connects you to the source. It connects you to things that are higher than the physical realm. So when you start running, when you start going for runs, going for jogs, exercising, letting this life force flow, you start circulating this energy within you. You wake up this life force energy that might have already been in you, but it might have been stagnant. Or it might have been, you have a lot of this energy, sometimes an overwhelming amount of energy, but it doesn't have anywhere to go or anywhere to flow because you're not waking it up with these physical activities. And so I started running a few months ago. And one time, I had just done a chakra clearing video. I had just listened to one of these chakra clearing sound frequencies that you can find on YouTube. I highly recommend them. These have been incredibly helpful in my spiritual and healing journey, just listening to these chakra clearing frequencies. It's so healing. And so I had just finished listening to one of these, and my energies and all that stuff, it had been pretty stirred up by this chakra healing, which is a good thing. You want to activate and energize these energies and chakras within us. So I just listened to one of these chakra videos, and then I decided I needed to go for a run to finish circulating these energies. The chakra clearing frequency that I listened to with headphones, it definitely stirred stuff up. It activated these energies or removed some blockages, but I knew that I had to go for a run to fully circulate and activate the flow of these energies to essentially finish that healing session. And so I went for a jog, about a 20-minute jog, and when I got back, I started sneezing like crazy, like a huge sneezing fit. I sneezed about maybe 20 times, and then I was coughing, going through all this processing. All these physical symptoms, sneezing, coughing, phlegm was coming up. I was hacking up these things. This was a cleansing and clearing process that had been activated not only by that chakra clearing video, but by going for a run, going for a jog. It encouraged these energies to clear from my body, because when you run, you activate these things, you activate the energy. And it's a healing process. When you go for a jog, you go for a run, you release the things that you don't need, because your energy is flowing and circulating and clearing out the things that don't serve you, the energies that don't serve you. And so that's why I was having this big sneezing fit, this energy release. And so not only is running a circulator of our life force energy, but it's also a form of meditation. Running is a form of meditation. When you step and when you get into that almost machine-like, trance-like movement, it's like a boom, 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 right? It's very repetitive, very easy to fall into a meditative state, a trance-like state, where you're just kind of stepping forward, each step, the sound of the steps, the kind of back and forth. It's very meditative. It's very flow state. You get into this trance-like state when you start running and start jogging. The longer your run is, the deeper you can go into this state. And so when I'm running, I get into this very, very deep state. It's like I'm totally there. But also my mind is like up. It's way up. It's thinking about things that I would not normally be thinking about. It's thinking about complex, like spiritual topics, thinking about, my future, my past. Thinking about things in a healthy way, though. This is the important thing. I just naturally find that I'm drawn to thinking about things in a positive light, such as, love or connection, spirituality. These positive things just naturally come up to my mind because I'm somehow in a higher state of consciousness, a raised state of vibration as I'm in this trance state while I'm jogging, which is fascinating. It's a fascinating thing that happens. You just kind of naturally fall into this state when you're going for a run, going for a jog. This very meditative state is very healing too. Not only are you physically exercising, but you're also circulating your energy, and also you're falling into this healing, hypnotic, trance-like meditative state. This healing state that you go into is so profound, so relaxing. Like I'm totally there, but then I'm also totally elsewhere too. So it's like I'm not even running, it's almost just like I'm gliding across the street. I'm floating across the street because I'm so present, but I'm also in such a raised state of consciousness. It's a really beautiful thing that starts to happen when you start going for these runs, when you start going for these longer jogs where you can get deeper into this trance-like state. But also the amount of spiritual downloads and transmissions that I get while I'm running and just after my jog is profound. I get lots of transmissions from the universe, from the spirit world, from my guides. The amount of transmissions and insights I get raises while I'm in this trance-like state, in this meditative state, which makes sense because one of the main things of meditation is to quiet your mind so you can receive these messages from the universe or from your guides, from wherever they may come from. So naturally, if you're going out for a jog and your mind settles down, even though you're huffing and puffing and running and exerting yourself, your mind will naturally settle down and then raise up to this higher state of consciousness because you're in this meditative state that you naturally get thrusted into when you start jogging, when you start running. So this is the beautiful thing of running. It's not only physical healing, physical exercise, physical exertment, right, the foundation, but then it also allows for energy flow, this life force energy to awaken and be directed throughout your body rather than just a sedentary, desk job lifestyle. And then also you have the meditative state because you're getting into this trance-like state and your mind quiets down and you get these downloads, these transmissions from the universe, from wherever they may come from. And so this is the spiritual power of running. It's very powerful. After running, I always feel so much inspiration, so many ideas for videos, or so many spiritual realizations that I have to write down as soon as I get back from my jog. It's just such a profound thing. You allow the life force to flow more freely when you run, and you heal your physical body, healing the foundation for the spiritual growth that we so desire. And you allow the life force to flow more free and get these downloads as you enter into the trance-like state of running.